your boy JR6 again with another video, and today we are going to be throwing another mod on my Civic Type R. But right now we are driving the Mustang because we are going to take my puppy Luna to the vet. I got to take her to get her second shot of, I forgot what vaccine they said they were going to put on her. But tell me why owning a dog is so expensive. I didn't know it was that expensive. I took her to the vet like 3 weeks ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, a month ago, maybe max. And it was like $700. And now I'm gonna take her again because she needs whatever checkup for the second vaccine. And so it's her fault that we can't get more mods. Yeah. She wants to be in the vet every couple weeks. What you gotta say? Nothing. Either way, guys, we're gonna go to the vet, get her stuff, get her shots on. After that's done, we're gonna go home and then start working on the Type R, because it's been a minute since I've worked on the Type R. It's been a minute since I've put anything on it. But the thing is, the parts we're gonna install, I've been having them for probably 3 months now. I think like 2-3 months maybe. I've just been lazy. I haven't installed them yet, guys. So we are out of the vet. It wasn't that bad this time. This time it was just $50, but last time it was almost $700. But either way, the good news is that she doesn't have to come back until, I think, well, until next year for her annual rabies shot. And then after that, not till like 2027, I think they told me. Unless she, because last time, she tried to run away. Like if you have a husky, every single husky out there is going to try to run away. I swear. I look at her. She just got a shot. So she just wants to lay down. She mad at me. She mad at me because she got a shot. But like I was saying, my scrape here. Oh, I did it. Okay. All right. So like I was saying, she was trying to run away. She tried to jump the fence. She jumped the fence, but one of her ankles got caught in like the fence, and she was just dangling on the fence. So we brought her to the doctor, and like she was fine. She was fine. Her ankle got a little bit swollen because she pretty much hit herself, but she was okay. Like nothing happened. They just told us to put some ice on it. We are heading home, right, Luna? She got her shot right here. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to touch it. I'm sorry. Having this titanium inlet pipe for so long, I just haven't installed it yet. I think it's been maybe like 2-3 months, but we're finally gonna go ahead and get this installed. But before we do it though, I'm gonna go ahead and wash my Mustang and then wash my Type R, because let me show you something real quick. If anybody here's got a girlfriend, you're gonna know the struggle. So bro, look at all this glitter here, bro. I hope I can take it out, but the whole seat's got hella glitter, like all this stuff. So I'm gonna wash all this out. And then look at the wheels too. Like, don't get white wheels, they get dirty so fast. And then in the Mustang, this one's not that dirty, but same thing. Like, look at the passenger side, it's so dirty. And then look at my side, like not that dirty, a little bit, but not as much. Go ahead and get these two cars washed, and after that's done, we'll go ahead and get that part installed, because it's been a long time coming. And the good thing about these cars, I mean, at least washing these cars, is that since they're both wrapped, it's so easy to wash them. Like, it don't take that much. Look at the lineup though, that's crazy. Yeah, so after an hour and a half, we were finally done washing both the cars. So that one's clean, that one's clean. We waxed them, did everything. Look at the wheels now, look at the wheels. They're so clean when they're white. When they're dirty, they're nasty, but don't mind the rotors. It's because the water kind of rusted them for right now. But once I dry it, it'll go away. Oh, look at this though. I really gotta fix this fender, bro. It keeps rubbing here. Anyways, now that everything is cleaned out, we're gonna go ahead and finally install these parts. I don't think it'll be that bad. Maybe an hour, 30 minutes maybe. Let me go ahead, pop this hood open real quick. And let's see what we gotta take apart. Okay, so the pipe goes here. So probably take this piece out. And there's gotta be some bolts that hold on to it. I think it's this one, that one, and then I don't know if you can see it right there. It won't focus, but there's one like right there. So this is how it's gonna look right here. Hey, it's gonna look so sexy. Hey, you guys think I can put a stick here? Probably not, right? I'm pretty sure that's gonna be hot. I don't know though. So we're gonna go ahead and start by taking this bolt off, that bolt off. Gonna loosen up these two clamps here, this one here, and then there's a 10 mil right there, and I think it's this one. I'm not sure. Actually, I just think it's this one. I'll find out though, and I'll let you guys know. That, and then there's two bolts. There's one. Can you guys see it right there? I don't know if you guys can see it. It's like right here, this one here. So that one, I think it's a 12, and then there's another 12 on this side, right down there. I don't know if you guys can see it right down there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing going. I'm gonna time myself. I'm thinking it'll take me 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Hope I don't break nothing. Yeah, so we got everything out. It legit took 15 minutes. It didn't take longer than that. And nothing came up broken this time. Guys, if you guys are gonna do this to your car, there's a gasket that comes, well, it comes with the OEM one. Just be careful. Take that with you. Don't break it or lose it, because you're gonna use it for the new piece. And then this is how it looks right now. Then again, it wasn't that hard. So there's just the 10 millimeter right here, the other 10 that's right there. Then there's a 10 right here in the back you take out. Then after that, there's two 10 millimeters that go to this harness here. So there's one, I can't see it. Oh yeah, so there's one here. And then there's one in the bottom right here. So you take those two out, and then there's two that connect to the turbo. So one here, that's gonna be a 12, and another 12 on that side. And then you just kind of finagle everything else out the way at the end. I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out real quick, and then we're gonna install it and see how it sounds. And then look, you know what? Let's compare it. So this is the aftermarket one, right? So this is the aftermarket one, or OEM one. So this is like, look at this. It's way thicker. No pause. That kind of sounded kind of sus, but this one's thinner. This one's way thicker. So it should provide more airflow to the turbo, or like from the intake to the turbo, I suppose. And hopefully build more boost, more power. See if I can raise my Type R against my Mustang in the future and see which one goes faster. Sure, it's still gonna be the Mustang, but I still want to try it for a video. Got the new pipe assembled. I'm gonna leave the other clamp off right now, just so I can kind of test fit it real quick. But it shouldn't go that bad. Yeah, that's gonna look sick right there. You know what? I should. I'm gonna go ahead and put that connection there too. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put that on too. Give me 1 sec. All right, so we got that adapter right there. We're just gonna go ahead and install this thing, and then we should be okay, bro. All right, so we got the inlet pipe on the turbo. I haven't torqued it yet because I don't want to plan everything down before I get everything situated. But I'm pretty sure I just throw this. So let me put this through here first. Yeah, there we go. low key, I think I should have put everything as one piece. All right, guys, we're finally done. So we kind of started when the sun was out, but it took us like an hour at the end of the day. I had to take everything back out because I couldn't get this adapter here on. So if you are doing this, assemble everything together and then put everything at once. Don't just do it in pieces because you're gonna have a hard time trying to put the titanium pipe into one of the adapters. But everything is on, everything is torqued. So again, it was these three. So it was this bolt here, this one here, this one there, the 10 mil right there, the other 10 millimeter right there, let me send right there, and then the 12 that's behind it, and then that's another 12 right by the inlet pipe right there. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start this thing and then let's see how it sounds. I'm gonna have my brother turn it on real quick. Give it a few revs. All right, start it. Yeah, stop. You sure? I think I gotta drive it to make sure. But the intake, it does spool like faster. Like it's a little bit louder. So maybe just because the inlet pipe is. What the heck? Well, maybe because the inlet pipe is bigger, there's more airflow going in, I guess. But what the hell is he doing over there? This man fell. Anyway, all right, guys, this is gonna be the end. No, actually, it's not the end. I'm gonna test drive, but not today though, 'cause it's already too late. So I'm gonna let it sit. We're gonna go sleep, go eat some, and then tomorrow I'm gonna drive it. I'm gonna put the tune on, like stage 2, and I'll see how it feels. I'm pretty sure it'll feel a little bit different. I think I heard online that the turbo kind of spools faster, like there's more airflow. I'm not 100%. I'm not a mechanic like that. But either way, see you tomorrow. What's going on, guys? So it is the next day. We're gonna go ahead and test drive the car real quick and see if that turbo inlet pipe does make a difference. Low-key, I feel like the turbo does sound a little bit louder. So I'm hoping that means there's more airflow going to it and maybe making a little bit more power. I am tuned on Honda for anybody that is wondering. So hopefully that does take a little bit more advantage of the part that we installed. But let's go ahead and let me do a couple pulls here. We got the Type R log on. Let's put it in Type R mode. So when I put it in Type R mode, it kind of enables a stage 2 tune that the car's got. And let me open the windows real quick so we can hear all them noises. All right, there's no car. Nope, let's go. It did feel, I don't know, maybe it's just, maybe, I have no idea. It did feel a little bit, it felt like it was building boost quicker. But you guys let me know about the numbers that it pulled. Here, let's downshift again. Right, guys, so at the end, I'm gonna say that you do notice a little bit. Well, I can't really say, bro. I think it's just really minimal. But I mean, I think I kind of noticed the turbo kind of building up a little bit faster. But either way, like I said, I got these parts for the Lolo. I got them off a guy that was parting out his Type S. I got it for like $150, so it wasn't that bad. So I was like, you know what? Why not? $150 ain't that bad. But that is going to be the end of this video, guys. It is going to be a short video, I'm pretty sure. So thank you all for watching. If you like the content, drop a follow, subscribe, comment, everything, bro. Come on, we're trying to get to 10K followers and trying to get these watch hours up. But either way, appreciate all you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.